and there was no evidence actually to support that. And today, even today, people are
another scam,
slouching,
another
so people tell you to
scam.
stop slouching. It's not good for you.
Do more yoga, do
And
more
what the
yoga.
evidence tells us actually is that if you have a weak back, you're more prone to slouching. But it's not the slouching itself that causes the back pain. It's actually the weak back. So the tendency to slouch is really more of a marker of
Now I need more money
the fact that you
because
don't have a particularly strong back, rather than the cause of the back pain itself. So we've confused cause with effect.
Let's move on to running. And you asked the question, is it true that running is bad for your knees? What does the research have to say?
Yeah, there's this general idea out there that running is like driving your car too much. It's like it's wear and tear, right? And that running is highly stressful and it just wears away your cartilage, just like driving your car for a long period of time. Wears out your springs, for example. And that turns out not to be true. Study after study has shown that in terms of wear, by which we really mean arthritis, right, degeneration of the cartilage in your joints, that people who run more are not more likely to get arthritis in their knees. In fact, they're actually slightly less likely to get arthritis because using your cartilage, using your joints, using your muscles, strength, all the good benefits from physical activity actually turn out to be slightly protective. That said, it's also true that the most common site of injury for runners is their knees. But a lot of those injuries, I think, are preventable by learning to run properly. And I think we don't treat running as a skill in our culture. We just give people shoes and tell them to head out the door. And some people run really well, and some people don't run that well, or they're not really well. Their bodies aren't really well adapted to running, and then they get into trouble. But in terms of wear and tear, I think we can dispel that myth completely.
My guest is Daniel Lieberman, author of the book Exercise. We'll hear more of the interview, but first I hope you'll take this opportunity to support this station during its membership campaign. I'm a public radio host, but I'm also a listener and a member of WNYC, the station where fresh air is produced. I support the station I listen to,
somebody, I
and I hope you're ready to
guess,
support the station you listen to.
incorporated himself as
I'm
a
Terry
company,
Gross, and this is Fresh Air.
pretended to be a company, and yeah,
And you're listening to Fresh Air on WNYC during our
layover,
spring fun drive. This is day one
pretend
of the
to
drive,
be
and we are on a mission to
Coinbase,
sign up
everything
3,000
gone,
new members by
everything
tomorrow
gone,
at
plus
by tomorrow
record
at noon.
everything,
So we're reaching out to you
you
during
know,
Fresh Air, a show that we're proud to carry on
but
WNYC many years strong, that I'm sure you are glad
it's a
to listen
scam.
to. But we're reaching out to you to help pay for this and everything we bring to you on WNYC.
I wonder how stupid
Be
I
one of
am.
those 3,000 donations before noon tomorrow by calling now at 888.
It's not the first time, by the way.
9692. My name's Julianne Welby. I'm from the WNYC newsroom,
What
as
the
is my colleague
F?
Rebecca Ibarra.
Hey, Julianne.
And what can we say to people to make them be one of those 3,000 donations starting now?
Yeah.
This is Brian Lehrer. Our city is beginning to move cautiously from a state of
So they call
emergency
up,
to a new phase of
they
reopening.
say, we need to unlock your account because it happened before.
During this pivotal
Thing
time,
kind of went
WNYC will
somewhere.
not miss a moment. We will continue to
Now
focus on
they
pressing
came back,
questions and conflicts that will shape our shared future. Social justice, law
and
enforcement, education,
2
mental
kilos
health, the climate crisis. Not to mention the
gone.
mayoral election with a new type of voting system. You rely on WNYC for trusted independent news,
Gone.
vital information, and connection to our city. And WNYC relies on you. Become a sustainable
Plus,
right now.
there are other dates coming up in relationship to my family, my children, and that is so stressful, disgusting.
We need to get 3,000 donations by noon tomorrow. 3,000. I really believe we can do it because listener support is the largest and most reliable source of WNYC's funding. And you guys really always come
Parent
through for us. So I know
organization.
you're going to be able to come through before noon tomorrow. Your help will make WNYC possible. And again, that's why we're asking for your support. And if you already support us,
Plus,
thank you so
nobody paying
much.
me.
And if you do donate for today and today only, you get a little thank you gift. We know you don't do it for the thank you gifts, but there are really nice no matter what, and it is a WNYC
Yeah, you
limited
sit
edition
here,
6-pack.
you make those
cooler.
paintings.
It's
Sorry for
perfect
Europe
for getting
calls
out
for
and about
military
this summer.
fire
It
in
can hold
Israel,
your food, it can
Palestinian
keep your drinks cool, and it's this
fighting.
black 6-pack cooler.
European
It has
Union
the
Foreign Minister
WNYC
save
logo in
Hungary.
red up front.
Save
It is
Hungary, I
made
mean,
of
you said
100%
no.
recyclable material, and
War.
again, that is a first day special. This
Then
special
not
is
done
only
yet,
for
the
today,
cry.
and you can claim it by
The
becoming
cry
making a donation of
casualties.
$10 a month. So again, donate today, $10 a month. Get your
Yeah.
WNYC little 6-pack cooler as a thank you gift. It's really
Then I wrote
beautiful.
Martins
And the way to
as
donate
if.
is going to WNYC.org.
Hey,
You can donate or
tired.
calling 888-376-9692.
And we need your support because we have you in lieu
I
of
need to
commercials
breathe.
throughout the year through. Our largest
Just to
source
stay
of funding at
kind of
WNYC
sane,
is
healthy.
from you, the listener.
Oh my
So
God.
that's why we come to you occasionally during the year and tell you it's a subscription. We hope for your support on an annual
Yeah,
basis.
there will be another
because
winter.
we keep paying the bills for Fresh Air to be on the air,
Keep paying the
for Morning
bills.
Edition, for All
That's the
Things
crucial.
Considered, and all the might that NPR brings from around the
That's
globe.
the crucial
To journalism that is like
question.
none other that you will find
Because
on the radio or in the
obviously
media landscape.
there is
WNYC has been
a
able to
problem with
successfully
paying the
grow
bills.
because of your support in the past.
That
And we're
is a
reminding you
huge
now during the Spring
problem.
Fund Drive, we really continue to need your support to keep going. Here's that number again. It's
To
888
keep going, yeah.
376
You need to
9692.
keep going.
That's 888
You need to keep
376
going.
WNYC
And
to begin or renew your support.
obviously I
To be one
cannot
of those
find a plumber.
3,000 signups that we're hoping for
You need to
before
keep
tomorrow
going.
at noon. Please go and do
Money
it now if you
wasn't
can.
just money's money, but
And if you've never donated to WNYC before,
you
it can
need
be
to
hard
keep
to believe
going.
that we
Yeah.
actually run this radio station
People
on
not paying.
the honor system. I know it's
Less
crazy,
and less
but it's true.
money.
We've done it forever and we're going to continue doing it. WNYC stays on air because listeners decide to make a contribution
You need to keep
because
going.
they value the programs we make and they value the programs they hear. They share it with their friends, their neighbors, their coworkers, and their fellow New Yorkers. So WNYC
If that
really
money
can't
would
work
have come to
any
my
other
account,
way.
that
Listener
would have
contributions make up the
at least
largest
restored
share
my
of revenue
credit.
for WNYC. So
Long.
if you haven't made a contribution before, today is the perfect day to do it. Make your first time contribution
Because
right
it's not
now.
the first
You can
time.
give online at
Last
WNYC.org,
year,
or you
this
can
year,
very
last
easily just
year.
pick up the phone and call.
Again.
I don't call nowadays, to be completely honest with you.
Again.
The number is 888-376-9692.
Again.
It's not one size fits all. Whether you can give $10 a month for that
Again.
6-pack WNYC
Can you
cooler
even
for today
explain it?
only, or
Again.
$1 a month, or whatever you can give. It goes
Again.
directly into the programming at WNYC that you count on. We're heading right back to Fresh Air, but we hope for your support before we go. The number again is 888-376-9692, or pledge at WNYC.org.
Again.
Support for WNYC comes from Swan Galleries with an auction of
Again.
modern and post-war art on May 20th, including work by Elaine de Kooning, John Wesley, Robert Motherwell, and others. Catalog and
Yeah,
bidding
I
on the
know
Swan
when I
app
go
and at
into some
swangalleries.com. Hackensack
Maybe
Murray
that's
John
what I
Farrar
have to
Cancer
do.
Center, New Jersey's nationally recognized cancer program with one of the largest robotic surgery
Again.
programs in the nation.
Let's
and
hope
New
for the
Jersey's only
best.
cancer center to be named
Let's hope for
high
the
performing by US
best.
News and World
Let's
Report.
hope for the best.
This
Let's
is
hope
Fresh Air. I'm
they
Judy
stop
Gross. Let's get back
all
to my
this.
interview with Daniel Lieberman,
Sorry
author of
for
the book
that.
Exercise. He's a
Exercise
paleoanthropologist and
video.
a professor of evolutionary biology at
Yeah.
Harvard. He studied why humans did not evolve